Good morning, dear students. This is Dr. Kausar, Unnisa, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce and Management, GFGC, KJ. In the previous class, we all come across regarding to the calculation of mode on graph, the calculation of median on graph, that is the OG curves, less than OGs and more than OGs. In this session, we are going to have a calculation on mode. On mode, how the frequency curve and frequency polygon can be located on histogram. So before going to know what you mean by frequency curve and frequency polygon, let us know what is this histogram. This histogram is nothing but a bar chart or a graph which is showing the frequency of the occurrence of each value of the variable. In histograms, data are plotted on as a series of rectangles where the class intervals are shown on x-axis and the frequencies are shown on the y-axis. The height of each rectangle represents the frequency of the class interval, and each rectangle is formed with the other so as to give a continuous picture. From this histogram, mode can be obtained by joining the upper vertices of the tallest rectangle to their opposite upper vertices of the rectangles adjacent to it. Then from the point of intersection of these diagonals, we have to draw a perpendicular line to the x-axis. The point at which the perpendicular line touches the x-axis gives the value of mode. In case if the class intervals are unequal, how to adjust the frequency for the calculation of mode. So the formula here that we have used is adjusted frequency of the highest class interval. It is nothing but frequency of the highest class interval into width of the lowest class interval divided by width of the highest class interval. This is the formula that we are going to be used for the calculation of adjusted frequency for the highest class interval. Let us know what we mean by frequency polygon. This frequency polygon is nothing but it is a device of graphic representation of a frequency distribution. And it is one of the simple method of drawing the graph with the help of histogram. First, we should draw the histogram and then join the midpoints of the top of each rectangle by straight lines. Then at the end points of the broken lines have to be joined to the baseline at the midpoints of imaginary class intervals. So the frequency polygon, how we have to draw means at the first we'll have to draw the histogram, then the center points has to be joined. Then we have to draw the straight lines that to connect the each center points that we have marked on the histogram. So we have to join through by the scale. And next, what is this frequency curve means? It is nothing but a smooth freehand curve drawn along the frequency polygon by eliminating random or erratic fluctuations to show the regular movement of the frequencies. So which is facilitating the comparison pattern of the distribution of frequencies of different frequency distribution on the graph. So how to draw the frequency polygon? We have to follow certain steps. The step one is that you have to choose the class interval and mark the values on the horizontal axis. In step two, we should mark the mid values of each interval on the horizontal axis. Then in the third step, we should mark the frequency of the class on the vertical axis. Then on the fourth step, corresponding to the frequency in each class interval, you should mark a point at the height in the middle of the class interval. Then at the fifth point, we should connect these points using the line segment where we are going to obtain the representation of the frequency polygon. Let us see here one of the problem how we can able to draw the frequency polygon. So this in this problem, in a batch of 400 students, the height of students is given in the following table, represented through a frequency polygon. So here in one column they have shown the heights in centimeter, another column they have shown the number of students, that is frequency. The height is given in the form of class interval. It starts from 140 to 150, 150 to 160, 160 to 170 and 170 to 180. And the number of students are 74, 163, 135 and 28. Total number of students are 400. Now we'll have to show the frequency polygon. So on the x-axis we are going to highlight the height. On the y-axis we are representing the number of students. So let us, we have the class intervals here. So here we are showing the x-axis 1 centimeter is nothing but 5 centimeters is the height. On the y-axis 1 centimeter is nothing but the number of students are 20. So we have started from 135 to 140, then 145 to 150, 155, 160, 165. So 1 centimeter it contains 5 centimeters of height. Till 180 we have drawn the on x-axis the class intervals. Then we have to erect a rectangle by seeing the class interval, that is 140 to 150. We have to draw a rectangle exactly. So 140 to 150 corresponding to that, till what is the height we have to show on the frequencies are till the 74. So 60 in between 70 here, one box contains 2 students here. If it is 20 means the next will be 22, the next one more small box will be 24. Like that we have to shown here. So here 60 in between the central point, the fifth box is nothing but the 70. Next to that 70 we have to show the second box, it becomes 74. So corresponding to the height we have to mark till the number of students 74. We have to draw the rectangle, and next we adjacent to it we have to draw one more rectangle. So 150 to 160 the rectangle has to be shown, the height till where means it is till 163, and the next one is 160 to 170 we have to show the height where the number of students means it is till 135. So we have marked here till 135, 120 in between 122 the fifth box will be 130. Then we should go for the not the third one, in between the next to that 130 it will be 132, then 134. So after that we have been between central to 136 we should mark. So if you are going to show it on the graph paper, we'll get the exact markings can be shown very easily on the graph. Then in the same manner we have to draw the one more rectangle, that is to 170 to 180, the height will be till the 28. After drawing all the rectangles, then what we should do means we should draw one central point, the height of the rectangle. In between center we have to mark one point there, the second one also, the third and fourth. Then we should join with the scale. From the beginning here we have to join all the lines through by the scale, where we can be able to obtain the frequency polygon. And the next one here also one more frequency polygon they have shown on histogram. A firm reported its net worth on the years of 2011 to 2016. They have given the number of years. It started from 2011 to 12, one year. So till 2015 to 16. And also the net worth they have shown, it is 100, 112, 120, 133 and 117. So here we are showing the number of years on the x-axis. On the y-axis we are highlighting the net worth, which is given in the form of lakhs. So here x-axis 1 centimeter is nothing but 1 year we have marked, and y-axis 1 centimeter is nothing but 10 lakhs. So on y-axis we started from 100 to 110, 120, 130, 140, 150 and 60. Exactly one box is indicating 1 lakh. So on the y-axis also, here we have shown it starts from 0, then we have started 2011, 12, 13, 14 till the year that is 2016. Now we have to erect the rectangles exactly 2011 to 2012. One rectangle we have to draw, corresponding to that the height has to be shown where means till 100 on the y-axis. Then from 112 to 113 they have shown very easily. After 112 the second box we have to mark one rectangle corresponding to the class interval of 112 to 113. We have to draw one more rectangle. Then from 2013 to 14 we have shown 120. So 120 exactly we have to shown perpendicularly up to where means it is 120, one more rectangle. Then 14 to 15 we have to show till 133. After 130 the third box to that. Then 15, 16 we have to show till 117. After 10 seventh box has to be shown, corresponding to the height of the, corresponding to the perpendicular where the net worth in lakhs has to be shown. So after drawing all the histograms, what we should do, we should see the center of the upper vertices of the rectangle. In between, we have to put one small dot where we can able to go for marking the histogram. Then we have to take the scale. We should go for joining these lines, so we can able to see if frequency polygon can be drawn very easily. So this is how we have to show. And the next one is, here we have shown frequency curve. Frequency curve is nothing but a freehand curve. We need not to use the scale. We have to draw only with 2 by a freehand curve. So here the information given that the ages of the group of pensioners are given in the table below. Draw the frequency curve to the following data. So in one column they have shown the age in the form of class intervals. The width of the class interval is 5. That is 65 to 70, 70 to 75, 75 to 80, 80 to 85, and 85 to 90. In the next column, the number of pension years has shown, that is the frequency values. So 65 to 78, the pension years, how many are there? There are 38 pension years. 70 to 75, there are 45 pension years. Then 75 to 80, 24. 80 to 85 is 10. 85 to 90 is 8. And what are the steps that we have to follow to construct a frequency curve means? So here we have shown on the x-axis, we have shown the data relating to the age. On the y-axis, we have shown number of pension years. Then what we should do, we should go for marking the midpoints at the top of each vertical bar. Then we have to draw a curve with a freehand curve has to be drawn. So let us will see here. Here 1 centimeter is nothing but we have considered for 10 lakhs. 1 centimeter equals, here they have shown the number of pension years are, sorry, here 1 centimeter is equals to the number of pension years. It is not 10 lakhs, it is 10 pension years. Y-axis 1 centimeters is equal to 5 ages. We are going to be highlighted. Now we have started from 65 to 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. One small, this one we have shown the age, the class interval on the x-axis. Then on the y-axis, we have taken 1 centimeter is equals to 10 pension years. We are going to mark here. So from 65 to 70 class interval, the height, how much they have shown means it is still 38. After 30, the 8th box has to be erected one rectangle from 65 to 70. Then from 70 to 75, 45. After 40, 5th box, 5th adjacent to it, one perpendicular has to be drawn. So that is the 5th box till the height, that is 45. Yes, it is 75 to 80. We have to draw till 24. After 24, the 4th box in the graph has to be shown. Exactly corresponding to that, one rectangle has to be drawn. And then from 80 to 85, it is 10. From 85 to 90, it is 8. So after that, we should go for marking at the center midpoints of each vertical bar. We have to mark the points. Then we should go for drawing a freehand curve from the bottom of the line of the x-axis, where we can able to see very easily, we can able to draw very easily the frequency curve. In the same manner, one more graph we are going to show where both frequency polygon as well as frequency curve can be shown on the histogram. So here this is the question given to construct both polygon as well as the frequency curve. So in one column they have given the marks, that is in the form of class intervals, and next one will be the number of students. So the class intervals are from 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25, 25 to 30, and 30 to 35, 35 to 40, 40 to 45, and 45 to 50. In the next column, they have shown the frequencies 3, 7, 13, 25, 40, 14, 10, 7, 4, and 2. So this is the graph where we are going to draw. We have to show both the polygon as well as the frequency curve. Here, the x-axis we are going to show the marks. So 1 centimeter we are constructing 5 marks. Then on the y-axis, 1 centimeter is nothing but we are going to highlight 5 students. Or we can go for 10 students also. If we require, the difference can be 10 or the difference can be 5, whichever is comfortable to you. Now we are going to construct the the rectangle. From 0 to 5 till 3 we have to mark one rectangle, then 5 to 10 exactly Opposite to that it is 7. So after 5 we have should go for marking 7 number of students, then 10 to 15 it is 13, 15 to 20 it is 25, 20 to 25 is 40, then 25 to 30 it is 14, then 30 to 35 it is 10, 35 to 40 it is 7, then 40 to 45 is 4, then 45 to 50 it is 2. So after constructing all the histogram, then we should go for marking the center points here. Then if you are going to join with the help of a scale, then it will become frequency polygon. If you are drawing a freehand curve, we are going to join all the points of the center upper vertices where we have located a point, then it will become the frequency polygon. So this is how we are going to draw both the frequency polygon as well as the frequency curve on the histogram. So with this, I am going to end the session. Thank you.